May I know the name? Some name is showing as Realme mobile. Please tell me your name. I'll just rename you. So will be great while doing a discussion. What's your name, please? Hello. I believe you're not audible to me. Hi Rahul. Hi Saket. Hi Trilok. Zahir. Am I
Hi,
audible?
Vishnu.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right. May I know name, please? Can you just ping me in chat if you can do that? I'll just rename you. I know you are speaking, but somehow voice is not coming. All right, never mind. We can start anyway. Let me share my screen, then we can start. My screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, visible for me.
Great. Thank you so much for your confirmation. Let me see what happened. Oh, what happened to this pen? Just allow me 1 minute. Let me fix it first. All right. So welcome you all in today's session, and today we are going to discuss about the basic fundamental of the firewall. We'll discuss about the Palo Alto course content. We'll discuss about the key understanding about the firewalls. And tomorrow, 10 a.m., we have the live session as well. So basically, this session is just special arranged for the new all enrollment which will happen in the later stage. So that's why I just wanted to go through about the course content, what we have done discussion, and what we are going to discuss from tomorrow onward, along with all old students as well. Because last week we had a discussion for that, you guys missed that classes. So this is the special arrangement, so you guys can be on the same page, right? So I'll be your instructor and welcome you all once again in the session. And in this session, we'll do the deep dive about the world of the firewalls, right? We'll discuss about the entire world's scenario of the firewall, which all vendor available, and what is a crucial component of the firewall, and why this is going to help in terms of the meeting the requirement of the cyber security. I believe everyone know about the cyber security, how this is like very crucial nowadays for the every industry, not only for the enterprise, not banking, not FMCG, like even the government sector, everywhere, even for the home also, the cyber security is also very important. So how this firewall is going to help there, right? And in this digital age, right, protecting sensitive data and maintaining the secure network environment, it's a very challenge, right? Because end goal we all have to just protect our network. We just have to make sure our data basically have to be very secure. Nobody is going to leak those data. And in addition of the data protection and securing the network, what else we have to take care? So these are the two main pillar about the protecting our sensitive data and maintaining the secure network. In addition of that, a lot of things happening in background of the security, like about the compliance, about the governance of the security governance of the companies, how these things are going to be protected in terms of the various way of the attacks, various way of the malwares, right? So we have a very good robust network, and along with that robust network we also have a very robust security infrastructure. And let's suppose this is my network and this is one another network. They want to communicate to each other, might be via this to this, they can communicate without the firewalls. There is no need of the firewalls. We can directly communicate to each other. Even this can communicate to the internet. Even that is not required any firewalls, right? So what is the challenge is going to happen if there is no firewall. So the key challenge, your network is a plane, right? Anybody sitting on the internet, they can enter your network, right? They can, get out some sensitive information for your company, from your house, from your buildings, which is hosted or stored in this particular server or the computer. They can do some malicious things, right? What is a malicious thing? Might be there is a virus attack, there is a vulnerability attack, there is some kind of the, spying activity, some kind of the data leak that we already discussed about that. So we have to defense those kind of the attacks as well. And also we have to keep monitoring, and we have to keep controlling our all incoming traffic and outgoing traffic, because it's very important. Just think about in this way. Let us suppose this is your one building, okay? This building having a thousands of the families, right? And we have the one exit gate. So if on this exit gate, if we don't have any kind of the security, any kind of defense system, so any unauthorized person is going to enter in your building, in your society, your any kind of the apartment building which is available in your city, or they can further, after entering the building, they can enter any individual flats, individual house, right, or villas, or they can do some kind of thefts, right? There is a high possibilities. So you have to make sure, right? Might be you have the very good door here and solid lock is applied here, right? But still there is a chance they can break those locks. They know like you are not available in your house, so they can break your doors, they can break your windows, and they easily can enter your house, and they can get out all the valuable things. So that's again a problem, right? So right from the very first place, which is your entry point of the society, you have to be very securely design a system. When anybody is going to inside of my house, anybody is going outside of my building or house, that should be monitored, right? So monitoring should be happening here. It should not like I'm not monitoring, I'm not checking anybody is going in, anybody is going out. It should not like that. So monitoring is the key things. Based on the monitoring, you should have to take some action, right? So if you're not doing monitoring, so you don't know what is going to happen. So you cannot take an action. So monitoring, let's suppose I'm saying, if any car, let's just giving an example, any car having some kind of a special RFID, right? Radio frequency ID, which is going to allow inside any kind of the entry by crossing the boom barrier. So boom barrier is something you can, going to be open by default. You don't have to do anything. So basically, when the car is going to be enter inside the society, the boom barrier is going to be open based on their RFID, if it is authorized, right? If this is not authorized, so basically what is going to be happen, this barrier is not going to be open. So probably you have to talk with the physical guards, right? Security guards are going to be available on the sites, and you have to talk with them, and they will again do the manual verification, whether you are going, why you are going, are you really owner of this particular society or house, or whatever they're going to ask the questions. If they are happy with all your justification, probably they are going to allow, then you are going to enter in the society. Similarly, if you are going to out from the society, or might be any building, any kind of the houses, so probably it is going to similar fashion. Again, the checks is going to happen. They first monitor you, who you are, and where you are going. Are you the right person or wrong person? What valuable you are carrying inside of you? Might be you are just going to like take someone, fridge, and you are trying to get out from the gate. So definitely the guards are going to ask you why you are going to take out this fridge. Is it belong to you? So you have to make sure to give the justification. Yes, it is belong to me. This air condition belong to me. This particular furniture belong to me. Then they are going to, make some note, right? This person this time went out from society with the fridge, refrigerator, or might be the air condition, or might be the furniture. So if some ABC person is going out via that particular goods, and XYZ are going to claim, hey, my valuables are going to be, missed from my house. So then they are going to ask, hey, is it you? Because they have must be taken some photograph, or might be CCTV camera is there. So if the goods are going to match, then this XYZ might be file a complaint against this ABC person, because you are just taking out the things and these things are not basically authorized you to take out because it belong to me, so they are going to file a police complaint as well. So this kind of stuff is going to be happen, and it is keep happening. Any communication which is going to be back and forth between the any physical security which is called any society, any public platform, likewise the airport, railway station, metro station, those things are keep happening, right? So that's why the controlling is must happening based on the monitoring. And how the controlling is going to happen? So the first is monitoring, then the action, and then after action it is going to do the controlling, whether you are going to be allowed or basically you are going to be denied. So these two action is going to be happen here. I hope it makes sense to everyone. So that's why think of it, right? Security acting as a gatekeeper, and this gatekeeper ensuring that only legitimate traffic enter and exit from your network. And it is also at the same time going to, you can just think in different way, it is going to allow or block. If you are the legitimate, you are going to be allow, or you are legitimate, you are going to be exit from in to out, or if you are coming from out to in, that is allow from out to in. If you are going out to in, again it is going to exit from the network, so it is also going to check and allow. If you are the legitimate, if you are not legitimate, probably it is going to be blocked at this layer, right? So the firewall is also going to do the same thing. So firewall basically comes in a various forms, right? So firewall having a lot of definition and lot of formation here. So these firewalls come as a hardware, right? These firewalls come as a software, right? And some firewalls also basically we are in the cloud era, so they are basically in the cloud base, right? So what is a software based firewall? So it's a very easy. Go in your computer, right? In your computer also there is a firewall. Just go your PC and computer and just type your firewall, right? And you are going to get the firewall. See, this is the firewall. It's the same firewall which is going to use as a hardware firewall for organizations. But this firewall is basically limited to your computer. Means any traffic is coming to my computer and any traffic going out from my computer, this firewall is going to protect you. By default, everything is allowed. Some things are blocked, but you want to create some policy. You can see the inbound rule, outbound rule. There is the policy. You can create the policy. You can create some kind of the custom policy. You can monitor. You can allow. You can deny the things. See the block connection, allow connection. Everything is there. So this firewall also available in everywhere, every computers, and this firewall is known as a software firewall. But this is a very small scale firewall, just limited to computer. But I have to protect thousands of computers, thousands of laptop. This firewall is going to help? The answer is no, right? So we have to think some bigger version of the firewall. So the bigger version might be come as a software, might be come as a hardware, right? Why software, why hardware? So let's suppose in this industry, in security industry, multiple vendors are available. Let me show you. Okay, and every vendor are going to use the firewalls. So if I go in this slide basically, so you can see there are a lot of vendors are available in the market. Some are challengers, some are leaders, some are the niche players, and some are the visionary. But these three firewalls are most popular firewall in the market, right? And that's why we are learning about the Palo Alto and FortiGate and Checkpoint, because everyone is talking about these firewalls. These firewalls, Cisco even challengers, they are very good, but still in the competition they are far behind than these three firewalls, right? And you can see we have the Alibaba, Juniper, Huawei, Microsoft, Amazon, Sonic Wall, Barracuda, right? Sign4. So there are a lot of firewalls, and these all firewalls come as a hardware firewall and come as a software firewall. So what is the hardware firewall? So if I talk about the hardware firewalls, it's basically it always come as a box, right? And based on the box, let me show you. So if you If you go on the images, you are going to find that these are the hardware based firewalls. See, different PA220 models, PA820 models, right? Even we have the firewall PA4, 60 model of the firewall. So these are the hardware. Basically, likewise your computer, likewise your home Wi-Fi. These are the like the hardware based device. These are going to be shipped by the vendor. Once you are going to purchase by the Palo Alto, this is the company. They are going to ship the hardware to your home, and you just have to install in your network. Like you have to connect the LAN cable, you have to connect the WAN cables, and you have to do the some configuration like the policy configuration, NAT configuration. You have to do the routing and some additional configuration also, which we'll discuss in the later stage. So this firewall is going to like act as a barrier for your network. Any traffic is going in from your LAN to WAN, this firewall is going to protect, and WAN to LAN also it is going to protect. But what is a software firewall? So this is the hardware firewall. Software firewall is nothing. Software firewall is just the iOS sitting in this firewall. That iOS is going to be extracted, right? And that iOS is going to put somewhere in the server. Like, let me give you the example. So see, this is the firewall, right? But this is not a hardware firewall. This is exactly the same firewall which is showing in the hardware firewall. But when you are going to purchase the software firewall, you just have to purchase the software license, right? So one file is going to be downloaded from the Palo Alto firewall, and that file means the OS file, software file, and that file is going to require the license, and you have to install that file in your server. Server is nothing, big computer, right? So basically, let's suppose I purchase one server here. This server having, let's suppose, 100 GB RAM, and let's suppose 2 terabyte storage, and let's suppose this have the 48 V CPU. So if I am going to run this firewall is going to require my 8 GB RAM. This is going to require, let's suppose, 50 GB hard drive, right? And this firewall is going to require at least 8 CPU, basically vCPU. That's enough. So this server having that much resources. So out of these resources, I'm going to use these resources which have the 8 GB RAM, right? And also 50 GB hard disk, and then 8 vCPU. So my rest resources are free. So I just going to install my firewall image in this particular server, and by installing that firewall image, this is going to run within the server. And by using the NIC card of this particular server, I can connect the LAN and WAN connections. So the meaning is going to be same, but this device can host multiple devices. This server can host the router as well. This can be switch as well. They can add the SD-WAN component also. So you don't have to purchase multiple hardwares, because it is also going to kill your electricity. It is going to also kill your air condition. Sort of cost is going to happen in terms of power supply also. So to save those things, you just have to purchase one device, and you have to do the virtualization. By using the virtualization, by leveraging the virtualization concept, you can deploy multiple VMs, and by using those VMs, you can run any kind of the servers. So let me show you just an example. Here, if you see that this is one of the server which is running in the ESXi, and this servers having lot of VMs, right? So you can see here in this particular machine, we have the different like labs, Palo Alto. We have this particular ICE also we are running the Cisco 9800 controllers we are running. And in this Palo Alto, FortiGate, Checkpoint, SD-WAN, everything is running here, right? So this is the actually server. This server having the high capacity, and by using those high capacity, we are just deploying a lot of labs, and on those labs you guys are doing all your practice. So this is the my not a physical firewall. This is my virtual firewall, but this is again using resource of the physical server, right? So this is my just a software. So I hope you guys understand about the software firewalls, right? Now we have the third type of firewall is the cloud-based firewall. So what is the cloud-based firewall? So cloud is nothing. Cloud is again your big server. Let's suppose in company you are purchasing this server. So this is your in-house company server, and in this server you are hosting your own applications. might be just related to your company you're hosting all the applications. But let's say suppose this company is SCL, right? But let's say suppose in India, a lot of company we have Wipro, we have Accenture, we have the SCL, we have the Tech Mahindra, we have a lot of XYZ company are there. Those all are wanted to host their firewall in particular server. So they all have to purchase the hardware again. They have to do the electricity supply. They have to figure out the infrastructure like the server rooms where they have to install in the rack, and then basically they have to do all the configuration. They also have to assign a dedicated engineer. So that is again going to huge cost to them.
திருப்பியுமா பண்றேன் பண்றேன்
But Bob, you asking something?
பண்றேன்
Let me mute. So you just have to do a lot of things. But what about if I have that much server, right? So this is much bigger than this server. I'm just giving an example. This is much bigger than this server. And in this server, we can host multiple this type of server. Might be the 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. So this is nothing. Once you have such bigger server, this is going to become as a cloud, right? So this is the cloud. And these cloud providers are, we have the AWS, we have Azure, we have GCP. These are the famous cloud providers in the market, and these are known as the public cloud. So what is a public cloud? In a state of purchasing the hardware, in a state of giving the electricity supply, in a state of giving the any kind of the air conditions, in a state of arranging the engineer to monitoring those server, you just have to take a like rent. Means just you have to pay the rent and you can enjoy all the facility. Likewise, you can think about this way. Let's suppose I'm owning my own flats, so I have to pay whole cost of the flats, right? Also I have to pay for the maintenance, also I have to do all electricity, air condition bills. But if I'm going to take the fully furnished flat and I'm just going to take on the rest things not on my burden, owner will take care everything. I just have to pay one amount to owner and owner will take care everything. I don't have to pay 1 CR to my flat and all like that, nothing. Similarly, that is like just an example, but it is definitely the rent is going to be costly. But the public cloud, when you are going to just take the same kind of the server, it is going to quite cheaper for you, right? You're going to save a lot of money here, and by saving a lot of money, you can utilize those money in the different like directions for your company. You just have to rent the space, whatever space you want, they are going to give the space. You have to make the connectivity from your office to this particular space, and you can host any kind of the firewalls, router, switch. Then these firewalls images are exactly what you deployed here, the same image is going to deployed here, then it is going to become the cloud based firewall. Concept is same, iOS is same, feature is same, just the deployment method has been changed. So that's why they are going to become the cloud based. And the purpose, either you are going to deploy in the your on premises hardware base, you are going to deploy on the software base, or you are going to deploy based on the cloud. The main purpose, all type of firewall to serve to protect your network from any kind of threats, or you can say any unauthorized access, any kind of the malware, or any kind of the cyber attack. So this is the main goal we just have to understand. So what are the key things? All type of firewall. So let me just write here. So firewalls, any type of firewalls, either cloud based, physical firewall, hardware firewall. Firewall basically used to protect networks from threats. You just have to unauthorized, right? Unauthorized access. I'm just going to give the any examples for these all. Any malwares, right? What else? Any kind of the cyber attack, right? What else? We have also like the any kind of the spying activity, right? Any kind of the vulnerability protection, right? etc, any kind of DOS attack. So these are basically different type of attack we have, and we want to protect our network. Then basically we just have to use the firewall. So what is the unauthorized access? Let's suppose I'm giving an example. I build my own very beautiful house, right? I have very valuable items there, very good valuable items, very costly furniture. I have very costly almirah, and inside the almirah, I have the very costly jewelry and all, right? And I design my house with a very nicely interiors, and everything I did well, but I forgot to install a door, right? Or even I install the door, but I forgot to install a lock, door lock. So what is going to be happen? In midnight I'm sleeping, okay, or might be I'm out for the vegetables or some groceries. Nobody in the house. Somebody is going to come from outside and they enter in my house without any interruption, and they can take my valuables items, my gold, my jewelry, any kind of other interior very expensive decorations, right? And they take out. So first thing, they enter in my house without any authorized kind of the access. Basically they enter in my house unauthorized, and after they are going to steal a lot of valuables thing. So they are going to steal your data. So the data is going to be leaked from your house, means data is your valuable item. So these are the like unauthorized access. So similarly, if you're building a very good network and in that particular network you don't have any kind of the protections, so this is going to be again problem for you. Any question, guys? Anyone have any here? Zadik, you asking something? You have anything to ask?
Nothing, Vishal. Thank you.
All right. Ram, any question you have? If you want to ask, I believe you also or something I miss.
Okay.
All good to you also?
Oh, no.
All right, great. Okay, so anyone else have any question? Please feel free to ask. Even you guys, if comfortable in Hindi, just ask me. I just explain in the Hindi as well because it's quite open session, so we are very comfortable in any language for time being, and we'll discuss. So why I'm explaining these all things, because it's a very important to you all, right? Firewall is very important stuff, right? And it's not just because I'm saying to you, just have to, you know, just note it down like in your memory. It's very important. Just go and do some research on it, right? Like Google, we have the chat gpt, other different sources, we have YouTube, lot of social media network, we have a lot of, articles available in the, blogs available in the internet. Understand, like, without firewall, without security, we cannot survive anywhere, even or in the physical human life also. If we remove the security like police, army, air force, defense, different even crpf, do you guys think we can survive? No. People are like very crazy, they can do anything. But police, army, all defense system are here to protect us, so that is also security. So they are, residing all over the country. They are, just doing all the things what all the people are doing, but at the same time they are also protecting you because they have the special kind of the instruction and special kind of the like trainings, right? How to deal with any kind of the attacks. Same, any house, any building or building, that same concept is going to be used. Any kind of network means you have the router, you have the switch, you have the, let me write it here. So we network is just, you have the routers, we have the switch, right? You have the even the firewall also part of network. You have the servers, right? You have the computers, right? You have the laptop, right? And we have the printers. What else? We have the wlc, we have the ap. What else? So a lot of things we have, right? We have the ip phones, we have the iot devices, right? We have cctv. So we have a lot of things connected in the network. These are all networks, right? Even firewall need to be protected. Why firewall? Firewall have the network interface. You are going to configure the IP. But if you are not going to put the right security, even the firewall network interface IP, so that is also going to be hacked, right? Somebody is going to take unauthorized access on particular that device also. So firewall is also protecting themselves at the same time, also extending the protection for the other networking devices. So think, without firewalls, Without security appliances, my network is plain and anybody can enter and do anything in my network. So that's why I'm saying it is going to establish the barrier between the trusted internal network and untrusted external network. What does mean? Another definition we have, firewall is going to establish a barrier. What is the barrier? Means let's suppose this is your firewall, okay, and below this firewall we have the network. This is your company network, and this network always refer as a trusted internal network. What we call trusted internal network. This is also trusted internal network. Internal network. Because why trusted? Because within the home, if everyone is residing, right, it's a family, they can trust blindly to each other without any problem. Okay. But if the family member is going to out from the home, they have to be cautious, right? They have to pay extra attention because we don't know who is available in the, my corridor, my, street, in my market. So once you are going to cross your home boundary and you are going to out from your home, from your door, that network basically known as the untrusted network. Means I'm just giving the example, but you just understand what I'm trying to say. So untrusted. So that means if you are going, this is your house. In this house, you have this computer, right? So one computer is going to talk this computer. They are in the same family, same network. So they are going to count as a trusted network. So no need of firewall. Firewall की यहाँ पे कोई जरूरत नहीं. You just okay with that, right? And you can easily exchange the data. You can easily talk to them. There's no problem. But the moment this person want to go on the internet to access the google.com, this person is going to internet to access the google.com, that is something out of my boundary, and this network I don't have any control, right? So I'm exposing my IP address, I'm going out with my IP address, so somebody can know from where you are coming and some kind of do some attack. They can follow me and then try to enter my house as well. So that's why it is just acting as a barrier. Means when you are going to out, let's suppose your packet is coming from here, right? It is going to say stop here. So it will stop and check your packet. And what the information they are going to check? Lot of information they are going to check. In packet, we have the lot of information. Let me write it here. In any IP packet which is going via the firewall, they have the lot of informations. What are those information? So let me just put it here. So the first thing we have, any packet source MAC address, right? Destination MAC address. We have the source IP. We have the destination IP. We have the source port. We have the destination port. We have the application, that is your app. We have some additional field here. Let me just put this way, right? Additional field, and then finally you have the data. We'll discuss, right? Later it says what is the additional field? Payload, actual data. So what is the first two information? So the first two information, if you guys are aware about the OSI model, right? In OSI model we have, or TCP/IP, we just have the 5 or 4 you just have the different books have a different definition. Just you can think about the 4 or 5, but the layer 2, that is your MAC. They are going to source and destination. What is the layer 3? That is your IP. That is your layer 3. What is your layer 4? That is your port number, source port, destination port. This is the layer 4, right? And what is the application? This is your layer 7. So this is your total layer of the 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are just following some book which have the physical layer, so total 5 layer. Some books explaining the layer 2 and layer 1 is going to be same, so 4 layers. So it's not a matter of debate, you just have to explain both ways the fine. So these 4 information is always going to part of the packet without any problem, and every layer must be inspected by the firewall. Means before you are passing the firewall, it is going to stop it is going to check the layer 2, it is going to check the layer 3, layer 4, layer 7. This must be inspected. Additional informations, I mentioned some additional information which we discuss, right? That is also going to be checked. What those additional information, that I'll show you later stage. Don't be confused. Make it very simple. Okay. And then finally, you have the data payload. Means actual payload. Means in like you are just sending the one of the Excel file. So that Excel file also must be checked, right? That any kind of PPT must be checked. Any email you are sending, that must be checked. It's not like it is going to be plain process via the firewall. It's not like that. Okay. So this firewall is stop you. It is going to check one by one every information. We'll do the detailed discussion. Even the packet level, I'll show you how it is going to be look like in the firewall. Okay, when we do the troubleshooting steps in the little stage. Once we have the complete understanding, troubleshooting session, we'll see how the packet debug is going to be happen, how the YSI packet capture is going to be happen, how the packet is going to look like in that particular YSI capture. Then we'll understand about it. But when you are going to cross, it is going to stop and check. If it is fine, it is fine. Let's giving the example. You are allowed to talk to this IP. I mean, let's suppose you have the source IP and we have the destination IP address. And I'm saying if this source just go to this destination, then you allow it. Rest all block. So this packet will come to the firewall, it is going to allow. But if the PC is going to initiate the new packet with the same source, but destination is different, what is going to happen? Basically, it is going to stop you. It is going to check your layer 3 headers. What is your IP address, source and destination? And this saying not allowed because you not permitted this in particular firewall. So this is going to block you. So the packet is going to drop at very beginning level of the processing because you are not allowed to go further next step. So any packet is going to out, it is going to be checked, right? It is going to act as a barrier. And same type when this particular destination server is going to reply, again it is going to check what is the inside of the packet, what is my source IP address, what is my destination IP address, what application I am using, what port I am using, what data I am just trying to send to this machine, whether all are compliance, all are allowed by my firewall administrator. If the answer is yes, then it is going to allow. If the answer is no, then it is going to block by the firewall. The simple definition. So that's why the line of the explanation, like establishing, like it is just acting as a barrier or establishing as a barrier between the trusted internal network and untrusted your external network, such as internet, because internet always known as external network or unreliable, right? All clear to here? Anyone have any question? Please ask me. Shall I move next? Okay, so I'm just taking no. Yeah, Tarakes, you have anything to ask?
No, sir.
All good? You getting?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, if I talk little about this is the overview of the firewall. This is not about the Palo Alto, not about the Cisco, not about the Juniper, not about the checkpoint, not about the FortiGate. It's a general concept of the firewall. Okay, every firewall having a similar kind of the concept, and we are talking about the next generation firewall. We'll discuss what is the legacy firewall, what is the next generation firewall, but for time being, we're discussing about the next generation firewall. But if I talk about especially for the Palo Alto firewall, right? Why we should use the Palo Alto firewall? If all firewall is using the same concept, why is such demand available in the market for the Palo Alto engineers? Okay, what additional benefits Palo Alto have which make Palo Alto unique in the market? If I go compare with the other vendors, you can just compare in this way. I have the Samsung mobile, I have the Apple mobile, I have the Nokia mobile, I have the MI, Redmi, Vivo. These all mobiles company are manufacturing the mobiles. All mobile having the same purpose. All mobile have the camera. All mobile can have the YouTube. All mobile can do the photography, videography, calling, WhatsApp. So why someone go and buy the Apple for the 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh? Why not I can just go and spend my 20,000 and buy some Vivo phone or Redmi phone? Why I go and purchase Samsung which costs around 80,000, 60,000, 50,000? There must be some different, right? But all phone are doing the same thing. Even somebody is having like Vivo phone which cost is 10,000, 15,000. They are also able to do the photography. They are also do the any kind of the social media action like Facebook, like Insta, YouTube, whatever they can do that. And the Apple person is also doing the same thing. So what is the benefit? All about the brand and features. Okay, what phone having what kind of the reliability, what kind of the features, what kind of the advanced feature, right? AI based feature, right? AI based app, camera quality, right? Processing quality, right? Software quality, right? Heating quality, battery quality, that's matter, right? If I'm going to spend a lot of money, then my phone will be definitely super duper powerful. If I'm going to spend less money, probably I have the all basic feature but I don't have the all super duper powerful, right? Similar thing is going to happen in this particular firewall industry. In firewall industry we have a lot of firewall available in the market, as I shown in this particular slide. All are doing the same thing, but why we should use the Palo Alto or Checkpoint? Why they are leader? Because they have some unique kind of the features, unique kind of the robust hardware, right? Unique kind of the some kind of the traffic inspection, unique kind of the applying the policy, user friendly devices, content ID inspection, blocking the real time traffic, zero day attack. So we'll discuss what is the zero day attack and how the real time traffic is going to block. So Palo Alto Networks is a leader in the market, or you can say in cybersecurity space. It's re-owned by, or it's known as a next generation firewall, NGFW. Okay, so you can just talk about NGFW. It's not a normal firewall. It's a next generation firewall. Next generation firewall. It's unlike traditional firewall. Traditional firewall having the basic filtering. What the filtering of the traditional firewall have? Traditional firewall can do the layer 2 inspection, layer 3 inspection, and only layer 4 inspection. Apart from these three, they can't do anything. But if I talk about the next generation firewall, what can do? They can do layer 2, they can do layer 3, layer 4, layer 7, and some additional, which I discuss later. What are those additional things? I'll show in the lab, right? Even they are the most powerful. And then finally your data, payload, that all are going to be inspected. So you can see, seeing this firewall have a lot of features because it can process the all type of the packets, all type detail, additional detail also. But this traditional firewall having just primarily focused to just do the packet filtering based on the IP ports and the protocols, right? But this next generation firewall having the deep packet inspection, your application based filtering, URL based filtering, content based filtering, that's going to give the high advantage. All right. So this Palo Alto, basically when it's separated from the Checkpoint, initially when the Palo Alto was in the market, it was basically part of the Checkpoint only, right? His founder was basically working in the Checkpoint, not Palo Alto. So founder was working in Checkpoint in NetScreen, and he separated himself from that particular cyber security company. And in 2005, they founded this Palo Alto Network in the California San Cola, right? That is the Palo Alto Networks, and they introduced the first firewalls in 2005. And then after they introduced a lot of products, and these products are rocking in the market because they're having the huge demand. So once they build this firewall, since first year they put some unique feature in the firewall, and by using those unique features they become the very popular, and they have the very high customer base available in the market. So just think about, if some product is highly available in market, so their service engineer are also going to require very highly, right? Let's suppose you can just think in this, it could be funny, right? But just take an example for the India, right? Because we all in the India, we have the one more than 1 billion populations here, right? And let's suppose all people are not very rich, right? Not owning the iPhones, right? iPhone users are very less in India. But if I talk about the normal basic phones or normal smartphones, right? Just think about the Vivo, MI, or other brands. They have the very huge, market. So if some phone are having the very huge market, so their service center is also going to be required huge in the India. Why? Because if product is too much, so basically the product having the problem as well. Like sometime battery is going to be dead, some screen going to be dead, right? Some kind of other issue is going to be happen. So you have to reach out to your, service center. So that is must be that service center must be available in the local city. So if I have the multiple service center, then I have to use the multiple engineers, right? So I have the high capability, of the generating the new jobs in the market. But if I talk about the Apple, it's very reliable, but there is a high skill engineers there, high paid engineers there, but that is quite low kind of the jobs available in the market. I mean to say you have the very low ratio of the jobs, right? Same thing is going to be happen for the Palo Alto. Palo Alto basically it's reliable, it's very robust. So this Palo Alto having the huge market available, and when I talk the huge market, it having the huge requirement in terms of the engineers, and those engineers are going to do the troubleshooting, configure, onboard the new firewalls. So that's why it's having the high job scope available in the market. And in this particular Palo Alto, if you see that basically there are three products available in the market. First is just Strata PA series, which is going to talk about their physical firewall. It is going to talk about their virtual firewall, that is a software-based firewall, right? Panorama, which we are going to cover, right? So these are the all based on the enterprise security. Means your company require this security, so they are going to use Strata series Palo Alto firewalls. But if you go for the cloud security, let's suppose you are hosting your services in the cloud, you are just accessing the SaaS based application. In that case, you just have to use the Prisma access. So that is going to leverage the concept the secure access services, that is SASE solution. This SASE solution is nothing. They are going to use your firewalls as a service, that is a FWS, AAS, right? Secure web servers, secure web gateway, right? Trust, zero trust network, Prisma access, that is a SD-WAN also that is going to use, right? Cloud native security platform they are going to use, like you can say posture management, workload protection. So these are the cloud security, right? So if you want to enhance your Palo Alto skills into next level, like the architect level, or you want to win the pre-sales, you want to go become the designer or L4 engineer, then you just have to upgrade from here to here. Okay, so these are two modules are very important, but we just have to start from here, that is a Palo Alto firewalls, right? You just have to understand each and everything. That is 60-70% things are going to cover in the Prisma access as well, because they are going to leverage the core feature of the Palo Alto firewalls. Without that you cannot go for the Prisma access trainings. Finally, we have the Cortex XDR, right? This is basically for the endpoint monitoring. You just have the overall monitoring of the entire network, right? You can see we have the different endpoint threat protection, endpoint detection response. We have the security orchestration automation response that is going to use that automation of this particular network. You have to attack surface management, you have to use like cyber security services. So if you want to integrate entire feature of the security, cyber security, cloud security with the monitoring, real-time reduction, endpoint, so that you have to use these all three together, right? But you just have to start from here, and slowly you just have to move all these three based on your requirement, where you are working, what is your environment. You just have to learn the things. But any Prisma Cortex XDR, if you are going to plan to learn, you must have the very good understanding, very good knowledge about the Palo Alto firewalls. So let me just go and show you something about Palo Alto on the Palo Alto education website, so you guys can understand. So if I go here, Palo Alto education, so let me go here. And if you go here, this Palo Alto Education Service, you guys can go and just search it about. And if I go in the trainings, here you can see there are a lot of topics. We have the cloud security, we have the network security, security operations, we have SASE, just now we discussed cyber security, fundamental, threat detection and prevention. So these are the all topics we have to cover. But from where I would start, I should start, right? This is the main questions, right? So you don't have to worry about the all topic, you just have to start with the network security. This is the first step, baby steps. And without network security, if you are going with the cloud security, security operations, SASE, these are all worthless, useless, because you just have to first build your foundation. And in this network security, we have this certification, PCNSA, that is a Palo Alto Network Certified Network Engineer, that is a PCNSA. And second certification we have is the, let me see, PCNSC, okay, Palo Alto Network Certified Network Security Engineer. So these two modules, that is advanced, and this is the intermediate, and this is the your like advanced software firewall engineer, that is a not required for here, right? But you just have to start from here and you just have to end here. Once you just do this all two modules, right, you have the right path, right, all knowledge about the firewall. You can just easily understand panorama also we are including here, but some extent we'll check, like limited feature we can check because we have some license issue, right? It's very costly. But yes, definitely we have the labs we can explore. Let me show you the panorama as well. We understand how the pre-rule is going to be created, how template is going to be, how post rule is going to be created. This lab is also there, so you are going to get at least insight about the panorama as well, so you not like feel I don't have the knowledge at least. So these all three cores are going to be combined and going to become one course, and troubleshooting also will do that, right? And that is going to give the complete flavor of the Palo Alto session. And in this particular flavor, see, this is certification, PCNA and PCNSC. We have total 12 modules. See here. So in this certification, we have total 12 module. One is the platform and architecture, that basically we'll discuss about the unique feature of the Palo Alto. What is my single pass architecture with the flow logic, right? Flow logic is the packet flow. Step by step we understand what is the packet flow. When the packet is going to be entered in the firewall, how the life cycle is going to happen for that particular packet. What is the ingress stage? What is my slow path? What is my fast path? What is my application identification? What is my egress interface? What is happening in my slow path? Means when packet is entering in the firewall, what is happening in the slow path? What is happening in the fast path? And how the application is going to be identified. See, so this all is going to be happen here. In addition of that, single pass architecture, we understand what is the key base, concept of the Palo Alto firewall, where the hardware and software are going to combine together and going to give the unique feature to just process the packet. Then we'll do the initial configuration, licensing, software, account administration. Move to the security zone, that is a unique feature. We have the layer 2, layer 3 interfaces, virtual mode, tap mode, sub interfaces, DSP, virtual routers. So we'll do all the configuration. We understand all the concepts. What is the virtual wire? What is a tap mode? What is a layer 3, layer 2? What is a special requirement of the security zone? Why we require the security zone? What is the virtual router? What is the difference between the normal router and the virtual router? DSP might be you heard about that. Then we'll move about the security and NAT policy. In this security and NAT policy, we have to do a lot of effort to understand, because NAT we have to understand source NAT, we have to understand destination NAT, we have to understand the U-turn NAT, we have to understand the dual NAT. Policy administration also we have to understand what is the step-by-step policy is going to be configured. See, so if I show you the Palo Alto firewall, let me give in between so you guys can a little bit have the look as well. So we have the labs, definitely lab is going to be available 24/7, right? That is going to be available. And this is the Palo Alto dashboard. This Palo Alto having a license, all logs we can check that, right? We have the serial number, everything is there. So all logs we can view real time what is happening in my network, right? Traffic, all logs is going to show here. And sessions, all which is going to be processed right now. There is no like traffic is going on, so there is no configuration I am able to see here. This firewall have nothing to show, but definitely once we start doing the all step-by-step configuration, like how the dashboard is going to be look like, I'll explain everything. What is my ACC command center, what is a monitor, what is a policy, what is the object, what is network, and devices. A lot of tabs are here. In tabs we have many sub tabs are also available, so we have to understand very detailed about each and every things. So basically when we talk about the security NAT policy, we just have to go in this policy section. You can see we have the security policy section here, we have the NAT policy section here, we have the policy based forwarding, decryptions, we have tunnel inspection, application override, dot protection, SD-WAN definitely it is not going to part of this course because that's again required the license, and this come in the SASE framework. SD-WAN come also always in the Prisma access. See here, this is not part of this particular startup. So SD-WAN have the separate badge. Okay. So NAT, source NAT, destination NAT, U-turn NAT, dual NAT. Then after we'll move to application ID. That's the key things. How the application is going to recognize by the Palo Alto firewall. Application, if you go on there is one website, if you guys go there, applipedia paloaltonetwork.com. So you see this Palo Alto having well-known application is 4602. In any application you are going to search here, just take the name like WhatsApp, right? This is going to available here. YouTube, just search it. This application is going to available. Why I'm showing this? This is going to be very interesting in the upcoming session. So YouTube, this must be there somewhere. See YouTube. You just search Instagram, Insta. So probably you're going to find Instagram somewhere. See, this is the Instagram. So Facebook, all major application, anything you want to search, just go and search. Well-known application always going to be recognized by Palo Alto Network, and the same application is going to replicate in the actual firewalls. Let me show you. So if you go here in this particular object, same, you can see application. This is not updated one, so probably you're going to find less number of the application here, probably more than thousands. 3416. Here we have the almost 4600, I believe. Yes. So why it is higher and why it is lower? Because it's a real-time update. Okay, and this is just keep updating based on your policy, what you're going to configure. But again, this also having the all major application. Probably new application not available, but you can see Facebook, WhatsApp, Insta, all the recognized application are there. So based on the application which is available in the database, you can apply the policy. Might be this is not digestible right now because you guys don't know what I'm saying, how the application is going to happen. But when I just create the policy, I explain the application identification here, what is application, what is application group and filter, and how it is going to apply in the application, like this application in the policy, then you are going to understand. Definitely you are going to understand. It's very easy. And also the same thing we are going to understand in the packet flow level also. See, there is a special engine application identification. What does mean of this application identification? All right. So after that, what is going to be happen? Once we understand this application ID, we move to the actual content. Means packet having the layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 7. Then they have the data. And most cyber attacks happen based on the data, based on the payload. This is the main source of the cyber attacks nowadays. Why I'm saying, you might be have seen about the phishing email, right? Everyone have seen phishing email. Just they have some link and just you have to click on the link. Once you click, might be your system is going to hack, your phone is going to be hacked. So that phishing email is what? That's the email is data, but on that data you have the content having the hyperlink you're going to click and you're going to be entrapped. So most of the things always happen on the content. So you have the special responsibility to check the content. Every packet, whatever the content I'm sending and receiving, any chat I'm doing, that is also content. Any file I'm sharing, that is a content. Any video, any file, anything I'm doing, even hi I'm writing on the email, that is the content for me. So they are going to check whether the file have the virus, whether the file having any spying activity, the file having the vulnerability, the URL you are using, that is a bad or right good URL, data you are sending, that is a valid data, means the confidential data or non-confidential data. Let's suppose my company have the very good project data, right, PPT, and you are just going to share those PPT to a competitor. Competitor are going to understand your strategy and they are going to quote accordingly to the client, and they are going to win the deal and you are going to lose the deal. So that is also very sensitive information. It must be protected in terms of data filtering. Then finally you have the DOS protections. DOS protection is very unique things, like they are going to kill your resources. So we also have to understand how the DOS is going to be protected. Then you have to be block the file, like your network might be allow the PDF file, Excel file, you might be allow for any kind of the JPG file. So you just have to define the file blocking, which type of file should be allowed and which kind of the file should be not allowed. Wildfire, that's a real time 0-day attack monitoring. We'll understand what is the 0-day monitoring and how it is going to be helpful for me. Then we come with the decryption, SSL decryption. That's the advanced level of things. We understand how the certificate management is going to be happen. How my there are two type of traffic. One is the HTTP, one is the HTTPS. So HTTP traffic, if I am sending and receiving, that data is going to be easily understand by the firewall, and you can apply the virus, antivirus policy, whatever you are going to apply. But if the data is HTTPS, this is the encrypted data. If you want to inspect those content, then you have to use the decryption engine by using this policy. That's outbound SSL decryption, inbound SSL decryptions. Even if you see in the packet, let me show you. Even you see the packet, we have the decryption engine. Here you can see the decryption. So this decryption, any website you are accessing, those all are based on the HTTPS. So any communication you are doing in the HTTPS, that is not going to recognize by the firewall. So you must have to protect those kind of the things also. Okay, so that is going to be applied by the decryptions. Once you done decryptions, then we have to integrate the AD. Actual AD we are going to integrate in our labs. So even you see here, this is the AD which must be running here. So this AD is going to be integrated, this FTP servers. So we are going, this Kali Linux machine is going to be integrated. Why? The real-time attack is going to happen from this Kali Linux machine. I'll show you how the real-time DOS is going to be attacked. How real-time vulnerability is going to, this is based on the Kali Linux machine. I'll run this script and they are going to do the attack, and we'll see how the firewall is going to protect. How firewall is going to integrate the AD, and based on the AD, how the policy is going to be created. That is also going to be integrated. This is the proper lab setup we have, and we'll do the all testing. Different scenario we have, not only one labs, but we have the different scenario use cases. Side-to-side VPN, we have the panorama, we have the tap mode, we have the active passive mode, active mode, VLANs, global protect. You can see. So this user ID, side-to-side VPN, global protect, that all are going to be tested, all are going to be worked. These are the most important things. Side-to-side VPN, every engineer must know about that. And then we'll discuss about the active passive, high availability, where we configure the active passive HA of the firewall, and also we configure the active HA of the firewall. Then we'll discuss the panorama, basic reporting, logging, dashboard, and troubleshootings. So this is all entire of the course content and how basic firewall foundation is going to look like. And I recommend everyone tomorrow 10 a.m. must join the classes, okay? Because we are going to discuss very important thing, that is we are going to start about the zone layer 2, layer 3, because this is the first step. You just have to understand some basic foundation of the firewall, right? So I'll cover one more session, right, where we'll discuss about the flow logic and single pass architecture. That must be covered for everyone. So I'll take the special session for you all, but we'll start from this, right? Interface and configuration, right? This section still will do the later stage, how the initial system and licensing is going to happen, because we just have to understand first zone, we have to understand the virtual router, we have to understand DSCP. Once we have the basic networking understanding, then we can go back and forth in each and every modules, right? End of the day, we just have to cover these all modules. This is our end goal, but sequence I'll choose because I know which section come first to just make your better understanding. So guys, tell me if you have any questions, so I can just take it and I'll try to answer you all, because I'm speaking since 1 hour. So you guys now speak, I'll listen, I will try to answer.
So hi Vishal, can we discuss right now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so Vishal, thank you so much for giving a chance to me to tell about something like that. Okay, so today early morning I just purchased one lab from your institute. Okay, that's for FortiGate firewall, Actually, right now I'm working as some one of the biggest multinational company for the logistics. Okay, and right now I'm using WatchGuard firewall, right? But after the 1 years, we are going to be entire WatchGuard just isolate and going to be introduce the FortiGate firewall, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just facing some challenges. Can I share my screen and I'll show you? So
Let
could
me
you help
let
me on
me
that?
let me let me open your track. Just meanwhile, anyone have other questions? Please ask me. I'll fix Zaya the issue. Meanwhile, anyone else having any questions? Please ask me.
As you
No?
said, okay.
हेलो सर।
Yes, yes, please.
सर मेरा भी लैब का इशू है। एक्सेस नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ मैं।
कौन सी लैब आपकी SD1 की लैब है? व्हाट द लैब?
नहीं सर, पैलो ऑल्टो का ही है। मैंने आपका रिकॉर्डेड सेशन लिया था सर, क्योंकि मैं शिफ्ट में काम करता हूँ तो मुझे टाइम नहीं मिल पाता है।
Okay, okay. Let me check yours. So let me first check. Zaid, which what issue you're facing right now?
Exactly. Can you open that FortiGate firewall and just open the that one machine? So it's 192.168.10.10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that machines. Okay. So here you can see that I cannot do. I can see. I can easily open that firewall. Sorry, firewall. Okay, 191.16.10.1. But when I
Mhm.
put the password, whatever the password which I set, it's not open. I don't know what happened. It's
No,
again is
so
saying that okay.
no, no, no. Password. The initial password should be default password, right?
Yes,
You
that
said the
what I
pass.
said. Yes, I
It's
set the
working with
password.
CLI.
Yeah, yeah, it's working with the CLI. That's not an issue on the
Can
CLI.
you ping your password in CLI?
Okay, admin at the 321 hash, A caps
Admin at the rate
at the 321 hash.
321 has A
A
caps, right?
caps, A caps, yes.
321 has. Okay,
Hmm.
it's working,
You know,
right?
yeah, but I'm not able to roam from that. Okay,
Okay, I'll check definitely. We'll fix that. There is no problem. Okay.
okay,
Three, two.
fine.
Okay, we'll fix today itself. No
See,
problem.
look that.
It is going to
Okay,
fix.
and one more thing, Vishal, as you told me right now, okay, in the 48 firewall and the Palo Alto right now is demanded because of the next generation firewall. Am I right?
See, all three are the next generation firewall.
Yes,
All
exactly. That's what are my
three.
questions.
Yeah, yeah.
So we shall just have one questions. Okay.
Mhm.
Is it good enough when I speak with your name,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't
Please,
mind?
please, 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 please. Yeah.
See, actually, right now when I work on that company, that people will say that when we start, just like start with his name. Okay, no sir, nothing else. So that's actually the problem.
No, no, no
So
problem,
yeah.
no problem, no problem. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So just I have one question with that. Okay, which is one of the best? Is the FortiGate or the Palo Alto? So especially for
Actually,
data security related, right?
all right, all right. That's a really good question, and I keep saying for the my students, just
Hmm.
take a coin and do head and tail. Nothing more than that. Okay?
Okay.
Because why I'm saying this, as per the Gartner report, right? Sometime
Hmm.
you'll find Palo Alto on the top, sometime FortiGate on the top.
FortiGate is the
Default
top.
always
Yes.
going to second.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
right now, both having the kind of the equal market share in terms of the
Okay.
engineers, right?
Okay.
So it's very hard to say you go with the FortiGate or go with the Palo Alto. I would say you just go with either one,
Hmm.
either Palo Alto or the FortiGate. You can easily learn if let's suppose you complete the FortiGate, you can easily learn the Palo Alto. If you've done the Palo Alto, you can easily learn the FortiGate. You just have to
Okay.
correlate the GUI or some additional configuration commands. Nothing more than that.
Exact.
Rest,
Exactly.
rest all things are going to be replicated to different names.
Exact.
So
But
nothing.
just one question.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just only the one problem is what Vishal. I really don't know what exactly the problem. I just spent, I think maybe in the 2022 and in the 2021. There is one company location is Mumbai. Okay, it's located in Jogeshwari West. Okay, that company name is Excel. They people have the FortiGate firewall, and they people two times. Okay, that attacker hacks entire thing, especially ransomware attack. and the people that time use the FortiGate firewall. Then after they change the FortiGate firewall to Sophos or something like that. Right now it's stable. I don't know what happened
No,
on
no.
that time.
Suppose is a good firewall is quite cheap, but we cannot compare suppose with this. Even you can see there is no
FortiGate.
suppose. Suppose is like
Hmm.
far behind than these all firewalls, right? It's
Hmm.
Indian brand, right? It's cheap,
Hmm.
right? But I can say like it's not like that much reliable or secure like FortiGate checkpoint or Palo Alto.
Okay, one more question, Vishal. Okay, last question. Just tell me one thing. Is it very good when we are working in the in the multinational company or organizations, right? So we are for the practice related, we have set the rules. Any going outside any and the port any. But when you are working in the organization, so that time we cannot be set this type of the rules, right? We actually need to be suppose any like any internal network which is going to external, and we need to be set the port also, correct? Is
Right,
it
right.
the good idea or is it the bad idea?
No, no, no,
Because
no. It's
like
actually you cannot say any your network.
mm,
That's not a
mm,
good idea. Always you
mm,
have to make a policy. If you are going to set any, there is no purpose of using the firewall. Use a router.
exactly.
Any is going to be
But
allowed. So
but
if
right
the,
now,
Hmm.
Vishal, I can see that I saw when I was in some one of the company, it's a small company. That time, whenever I went visited any customers, okay, the people use the any, and due to that reason, the people
That's
skills
not a good
go down.
design. Might be they not have the
Mm,
right security related governance policy for the company. Okay.
mm,
But
mm,
if you have the CISO in your company, you have the cybersecurity like
mm,
expert in your
mm,
company, they cannot
mm.
leave your network like any. They will kill you. Okay. So
Obviously.
I'm not going to comment why they have done. Maybe they have the
Mm,
different purpose. Okay. Even I don't
mm,
know. But the
mm,
best practice you can see this field have given, right?
mm,
Lot of fields are given. Why they have given? Because they have the something special requirement, right?
mm,
You
mm,
cannot
mm,
give
mm.
any. You can just go and apply. Then what is the use of the firewall? No need of firewall. Just use the router or switch. They will do the same thing.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So Vishal, I need two things from you. Okay, just please resolve that
Lab definitely
problem
lab is
also.
going to fix. No worry.
And
I'll take
second
my
thing,
wording. Maximum by
second,
tomorrow it is going to fix. Okay.
okay,
Or tonight. Okay. Not more than that. And what is
okay.
second thing?
Second thing, could you allow me to as an admin role where I could set my own
Okay, let me talk to that particular concern team. Okay, I'll get back to. Okay,
okay,
okay.
sure, no problem. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for your all this thing. Okay,
All right. Who was asking the question next?
Yeah,
Astos.
yeah. Hi, Jen. I was there.
Okay, so Astos, just do one thing. Just send your lab detail on this number. Okay, 9289682701. Okay, just send me the URL credential detail on this number. I will check and we'll get back to you. Okay. Anyway, it is going to fix for you also.
एक सेकंड सर मैं नोट डाउन कर लेता हूँ या फिर
Yeah, 9289682701.
एक सेकंड 9 ठीक है सर एक क्वेश्चन और है मेरा
हाँ हाँ, पूछिए पूछिए, कोई दिक्कत
मतलब
नहीं।
अभी क्या है ना कि मतलब मैं कॉग्निजेंट में काम कर रहा हूँ तो सर यहाँ पे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बहुत ज़्यादा है तो
हम्म।
मतलब जितना मतलब प्रोसेस है उसका हर एक टिकट का वो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करना पड़ता है तो सर ये मतलब मैं थोड़ा कर नहीं पाता हूँ क्योंकि मेरा थोड़ा वो वर्ड और एक्सेल थोड़ा कमज़ोर है मतलब उतना हैंड्स ऑन नहीं है
हम्म।
सर मतलब क्या ये मतलब सही है या फिर मतलब मैं गलत ट्रैक पे हूँ मतलब डॉक्यूमेंटेशन अगर ज़्यादा है
तो
तो
डॉक्यूमेंटेशन आप जो कर रहे हो, व्हाट इज द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन? दीज आर द नेटवर्किंग डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, एचएलडी, एलएलडी और समथिंग एल्स?
सर डॉक्यूमेंटेशन इन द सेंस कि पूरे चेंज रिक्वेस्ट को आपको डिटेल देना पड़ता है कि क्या कर रहे हो या किस विलान को चेंज कर रहे हो किस पोर्ट में डाल रहे हो फिर सर वो अप्रूवल के लिए जाता है फिर सर वो
समझ गया। सो बेसिकली दिस इज लो लेवल डिजाइन और हाई लेवल डिजाइन, राइट? एलएलडी एंड एचएलडी, राइट?
तो
एंड
सर
यू
मतलब
जस्ट
ये सर
आप
मन नहीं करता है करने का ये मतलब
नहीं अंडरस्टैंड, बट एक बात बताओ, कितना एक्सपेंस हो गया आज तो साहब का?
सर मुझे 4 साल के आसपास का
4 साल
है
हो गया ना? ट्रस्ट मी, if you have this opportunity to do this documentation, learn it. Okay, it is going to give you the very good, एडवांटेज इन द अपकमिंग, जब आपका 10 साल 12 साल हो जाएगा ना, तो बहुत बेनिफिट देगा आपको ये।
एग्जैक्टली विशाल। अब थोड़ा
यस।
यहाँ पे मैं और कहना चाहता हूँ आशुतोष, मुझे 10 ईयर्स का एक्सपीरियंस है राइट। बट स्टिल जब भी मैं कुछ करने जाता हूँ तो मुझे सबसे पहले डिजाइनिंग करनी पड़ती है, डिजाइनिंग के बाद डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बनाना पड़ता है, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बनाने के बाद मुझे अपर मैनेजमेंट को भी पूरा एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ता है, एक्सप्लेन करने के बाद सारी चीजें बतानी पड़ती है कि ये स्विच पे ये पोर्ट पे ये सब कुछ होगा। देन उन लोग अप्रूवल करते हैं, अदरवाइज वो लोग फिर रिजेक्ट कर
एंड
देते हैं, फिर मुझे देना पड़ता है।
सो
ये
दीज
आपको
स्किल्स आर,
हमेशा करना पड़ता है।
सो दीज स्किल आर वेरी यूनिक, ठीक है, और ये आपके पास बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, इसको सीरियसली सीख लो आप, ठीक है। देखो, राउटिंग स्विचिंग ट्रबल शूटिंग नॉक में आप कर लोगे, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है, लेकिन ये स्किल्स ना हर किसी को मिलती नहीं है। तो ये बहुत हाई पे स्किल्स है, इसको लाइटली मत लेना आप, ठीक है, मेरी पर्सनल रिकमेंडेशन है। जैसे जाहिद ने बनाया, अगर आपको अगर बड़ा पैसा कमाना, इफ यू वांट टू अर्न बिग, राइट, जब 10 ईयर हो जाए, 15 ईयर हो जाए, आपको जब लगे कि मेरे को 30 40 50 के ड्रीम जब देखोगे, तो यही सब चीज़ें काम आएगा आपका, ठीक है।
अच्छा।
सो टेक इट पॉजिटिव, ठीक है। साथ में यू जस्ट हैव टू अपग्रेड योर नॉलेज, राइट, ट्रबल शूटिंग स्किल आनी चाहिए, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन स्किल आनी चाहिए, डिज़ाइन आप कर ही रहे हो, राइट। डॉक्यूमेंटेशन से
सर
भागो मत, इट्स अ
अ,
गुड।
मतलब मैंने आपका जो सर पालो अल्टो का कोर्स देखा था, तो जैसे यहाँ पे क्या है ना कि सर जो हमारे पालो अल्टो में चलता है वहाँ पे सर एक इंटरफेसेस करके चलता है चीज़, इंटरफेसेस पालो अल्टो में चलता है। मतलब मैंने आपके कोर्स में इंटर वीलैन देखा, सब कुछ देखा, बट यहाँ पे आने के बाद सर ये इंटरफेसेस चलता है, और ये सर मतलब हालांकि मैं मतलब फायरवॉल पे नहीं, मेरे पास रीड ओनली एक्सेस है,
हाँ,
बट वो सर देख के मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि इंटरफेसेस होता है क्या, और ये मतलब
अच्छा, आपके पास रीड ओनली एक्सेस है ना?
हाँ रीड
हेलो
ओनली है सर।
ठीक है, आप दिखाना मुझे, आई एक्सप्लेन यू, ठीक है।
हेलो
ठीक है सर।
यस यस, तरकीस, टेल मी।
सर, I have a small note. Sir, currently I am working in network admin, 3 plus of years experience.
हम्म।
This is cut matter not for sir. This Palo Alto. Learn.
Can you just speak a little bit louder? I not understand clearly a little bit. Can you close to your mic? Means from your mouth, right?
Sir, presently I have experience 3 plus years of experience in network admin, sir.
Okay, 3 plus a network admin. Okay, fine.
The Palo Alto is cutware not for support. Learn.
So network admin, you have done the CCNA
Yes, sir.
and you done the CCNP also?
No.
No,
Only
CCNA.
sir.
So if you done the CCNA and you want to become the network security engineer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So by doing this network security engineer, probably in just network admin CCNA, probably you just have the 3 plus package, 4 plus package, 5 lakh CTC or 6 lakh CTC. But if you're going to try 8 lakh, 10 lakh or more than that, you have the struggle, right, on the single CCNA. Then you
Yes.
have to upgrade CCNP with a CCNP in core or in RC. There is two module, right? In core and RC, there is two module. Or you
Okay.
just go with any other firewalls like Palo Alto, FortiGate, Checkpoint. Then your CV is going to be, good skill set, and you're going to get more opportunity from the market because you are become the network security engineer, quite unique in the market.
Okay.
So that's very useful for you because already you're working in the network admin. So you
Yes.
just start learning about the security.
Yes.
Okay, Tarkesh?
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other question? Anyone have Trilok, Vivek, Pratap, Rahul?
हाय विशाल सर, बैच एक्चुअली स्टार्टिंग से है, मेरे कुछ टॉपिक्स मुझे ओवरफ्लो अंडरफ्लो हो रहा है, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग यू
मीन्स
स्टार्टिंग।
विच टॉपिक अंडरफ्लो ओवरफ्लो हो रहा है, बताओ मुझे। दिस इज जस्ट आप समझो कि जस्ट दिस बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सेशंस, कुछ भी छूटेगा नहीं आपका, ऑल टॉपिक इज गोइंग टू बी कवर्ड, दिस इज माय
ओके
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, ठीक
ओके,
है।
स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द सिक्योरिटी जोन समथिंग लाइक दिस लेयर
सब
टू
कुछ सब
जोन।
कुछ जितने मॉड्यूल देख रहे हैं ना, कुछ भी आपको
हम्म
छूटेगा नहीं, ये मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, ठीक है। आपको सारी चीज बताई जाएगी। सो
हम्म
मैं कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूंगा, कैसे स्टार्ट करूंगा, आपको पूरा 100% मिलेगा फिर इसमें, कुछ भी इसमें
ओके
दिक्कत की बात नहीं है। इफ रिक्वायर्ड
गॉट
आई
इट।
टेक द एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस, नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट दैट, ओके।
ओके सर, गॉट इट।
ओके, 1 to 1 में
और
जब
वन
लेके देखे हम
वन मोर
करेंगे।
क्वेश्चन सर, और जो
हाँ
गार्टनर की रिपोर्ट है राइट, ऑन द
हाँ।
मतलब विच पैरामीटर पे ये डिसाइड करते हैं, मतलब कि एवरी ईयर ये फ्लैश करते हैं?
एवरी ईयर ये थोड़ा ओल्ड है, पीपीटी अपडेट करना है, 2023 का भी आ
गॉट
गया
इट।
हमारे पास। मैं अभी अपलोड ही कर लेता हूँ, मैं भूल जाता हूँ हर बार, कोई पूछता नहीं, आज आपने पूछ लिया तो।
मे बी सर
ठीक है।
बैच में शायद ऑल ऑफ इंडियन राइट, नॉट मे बी फॉरजन राइट, तो
Yes,
मे बी
probably.
थोड़ा सा रिक्वेस्ट, मे बी बीच में अगर थोड़ा सा टफ टॉपिक आए तो मे बी थोड़ा सा उसको हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करते हो
डेफिनेटली
ज्यादा
हम
बेटर
बात
है।
करेंगे, टेंशन मत लो, बात करेंगे,
हम्म।
बात करेंगे, टेंशन मत लो, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल फ्रेंडली क्लासेस होंगे, टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, ठीक है।
गॉट इट सर, थैंक यू।
नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी रिपोर्ट, देखो यहाँ पे
Okay.
आपका,
Vishal, that's some work, so I'm just dropping this class. Okay.
yes please drop, I'll check your issue, right? I'll check your
Okay.
issue, okay?
Thank you so much, team. Bye bye. Good
Thank
night.
you, thank you.
गुड नाइट जय।
So still I believe 2022 ही दिखा रहे हैं यहाँ पे, ये हर साल आता है, right? Every year it's published that, right? 2021, so I think 2023 का भी आना चाहिए, ये है देखो, ये रहा। So मैं इसको अपडेट कर लूँगा, ये this is right, no no something else, I need to search it, okay? Definitely I'll find
ओके
it.
सर, नो
And हर साल सितंबर में आता है रिपोर्ट, and it is going to be updated, okay?
ओके सर, नो इशू, थैंक यू।
Anything else guys? Okay, so I believe we are good for today. We'll connect again tomorrow 10 a.m. Okay, make sense? Bye bye.
सर थैंक यू, बाय बाय, हैव अ गुड नाइट, बाय।